How you doing today? I'm Westy and Goldie from Stick Talk Tactical, coming at you with a very important topic today. Today's topic is, what is the right size gun for carry? They can be compact, subcompact, full size, and I'm here to tell you, when it comes to gun size of a handgun, there's no right answer for that. I'm a bigger guy. I can carry my. I'm gonna show you every gun's clean before I begin to talk. Safe direction. Safe direction. Safe direction. Now, I'm a big guy. I can carry this. This is a Glock 20 Gen 5 10 millimeter. This is probably the biggest, what it is, the longest handgun that I own. I can carry this comfortable. I'm like 220. I can put this in the holster, in my belt, and I won't have a problem with it. But a guy that's maybe 150 pounds may have a problem concealing this. It's about body size and preference. It's never a right answer to that for the masses at all. Now, this gun is probably it is the most powerful Glock you can get, but 10 millimeter is not ideal for EDC. Crowded areas is way too much penetration. This is my Glock 30 Gen 4, 45 ACP. This would do good, and it's way smaller. This is my Glock 43 9mm slim. It's way thinner than my Glock 30. And you see the difference with that. Lengthwise, I'm gonna show you in a second. All these guns it's under an inch apart in length when it comes to the slide size. Now, all these guns back to back. Do you see a big difference there? No, it is not a big difference. It's always preference. It's not barely a half an inch difference between my Glock 30 and my Glock 20. It's all preference. Some people might like carrying a slim line. Some people might like carrying double stack magazines. It's pros and cons to every gun you want to carry. For instance, my Glock 43. As you see, the magazine's empty. I already showed you the gun was empty. This is extremely slim. This is the smallest Glock you can buy. Single stack, 9mm, only has 6 rounds. Some people don't mind just carrying 6 rounds. Some people like to have 15. Some people like to have 20. It's all preference. This gun is extremely light. But for me, this is not enough ammo for me to carry around for my EDC if this is my only EDC. 6 rounds is not good enough for me. And on top of that, hand placement. There's really not a lot of pinky room for you to handle this gun properly. To me, I can shoot it good, but in a life or death situation, I need a little more handle. Now, when it comes to the double stack guns, you can trade out, like this is the Glock 30. I can put a Glock 21 magazine in this gun. The standard magazine carries 10 rounds. You can take a Glock 21 mag, put an X grip at the bottom of it, and this turns it into a 13 round carry. This is from a Glock 21. This is a 45 ACP 13 round magazine. It fits in the Glock 30. Same way if you had the Glock 26, you can put any double stack 9mm magazine in those smaller guns. Look at the grip on it. It's way better. Now, when it comes to the 10mm, it has enough for me already. See, the magazine is empty. I showed you the gun was empty earlier. Good hand placement for that gun. Good thumb area. Good space for any situation that I have to handle. But this is a heavy gun. Therefore, you will also need a good gun belt and a good holster. Now, we can sit here and say the longer barrel is accurate. Yes, it'll travel a longer distance and hold its accuracy better. But we all know that when it comes to accuracy of firearms, that depends on the shooter. The best thing you can do is get the gun that you're going to carry and practice. People will tell you all the time, this gun's not accurate because of this. That gun's not accurate because of that. It's the shooter. Most of the time, it's not the gun. Unless you just buy some crap that just, with an extremely short barrel, you can't expect to get 50 feet with a 2-inch barrel. Like a revolver, it's not going to hold, a snub-nosed revolver is not going to hold its line of accuracy like a 6-inch barrel on the revolver is. We all know that it's just basic physics, but there is no right answer to what's the best carry? It's different for everyone. Women might like carrying a small firearm. Men, big guys might like carrying it big. And it's also important about caliber. 10 millimeter. This has way too much penetration, especially if you're not using a hollow tip. But it has the stopping power. 45 ACP has the stopping power, but it does not travel the same speed as the 10 millimeter. The 10 millimeter is let's just say 1,300 feet per second. This 45 ACP may be 880 to 900 feet per second. This is moving way faster. This 9 millimeter, you probably can get 9 millimeter up to 1,400, 1,500 feet per second. It's all preference, but the 9 millimeters, in my opinion, is way better when it comes to everyday carry, especially when it comes to ammo prices. Now let's discuss that. 9 millimeter, you probably can get a range box, a box of range ammo for $13. 10 millimeter, you're gonna pay for good ammo, maybe $1 a round. That's $1 per shot. A box of 50, $50. 45 ACP, it might be up in $30, $36 for a box of 50. I'm gonna state again, there's no right answer to what's the best carry gun. No, it's all preference. What do they say? 10 millimeter for the woods, 9 millimeter for the hoods. That's a true statement. You don't want to be in a life or death situation and an attacker tries to attack you and you pull out a 10 millimeter with ballpoint ammo and it just so happens to go penetrate through the attacker and someone that's behind them. Then that's collateral damage. Now the 9 millimeter with the perfect hollow tip may stay where it's intended to go and stay where it's intended to stay at when it penetrates. That's all preference. So next time somebody come and say, oh, this is the best gun to carry, this is the best gun to carry, no, it's all preference and about what you can afford when it comes to the brand of guns. It's different tiers. You have FN, you have Glock, you have Taurus, like a Taurus G2C, whatever you want to go with. It's different levels. It's all about your budget. Any gun help you in a situation as long as is taken care of and is tested. You need to test these guns. Going to buy a gun, putting it in a lock box and just waiting to use it if something happens is not the ideal thing for any gun owner to do. You need to take a class. You need to go train on your own. You need to do this stuff a lot. Once again, I'm Westy and Goldie from Stick Talk Tactical. This is my opinion on the topic of what's the best size handgun to carry. There's no right answer to that. It's all preference. You all have a nice day.